There was a time when people actually knew how to get places without a machine telling them every turn to make. Most cars had a foldable road atlas stuffed in the glove box, beside old receipts and napkins. Families memorized landmarks instead of street names, and somehow people usually figured it out. Sure, getting lost happened now and then, but even that became part of the journey. You'd stumble onto a little diner, an old gas station, or a small town you never planned to see. Now people can drive the same route 10 times and still have no idea where they are without a phone guiding them. Television used to bring people together in a way that's hard to explain now. When a big show came on, everybody watched it at the same time. Kids rushed through homework, parents settled into their recliners. If someone missed an episode, they waited months for a rerun. The next morning at school or work, everybody talked about the same thing because everybody had shared the same moment. Today, entertainment is endless, but it's also scattered. One person binge watches crime documentaries, while someone else streams old sitcoms alone in another room. We gained convenience, but lost a little togetherness along the way. Rediscover your past by digitizing your family's memories with LEGACYBOX. Watch until the end of this video to find out more about preserving your legacy, and then visit legacybox.com/recollection. Fast food changed too. Back in the 1960s and 1970s, going out for burgers actually felt fun. Kids loved the bright booths, playgrounds, paper hats, and little prizes. Families sat down and ate together. Remember Friday nights at Pizza Hut or stopping at McDonald's after a Little League game? It just felt like a part of growing up. Somewhere along the line, meals turned into something people squeeze in between errands, instead of a nice treat that pauses a busy day. Maybe the biggest thing convenience stole from people was boredom. Older generations remember sitting in the back seat during road trips, staring out of the window for hours. Kids made up games because there wasn't constant entertainment every second of the day. They built forts, drew pictures, wandered through woods, or rode bikes until the streetlights came on. Today, the second silence appears, someone grabs a phone. Grocery lines, waiting rooms, and restaurants are filled with people staring at screens. Those little empty moments where imagination used to live have mostly disappeared. Shopping used to feel like an event too. Downtown stores were part of everyday life in small towns. Saturdays meant walking through department stores, hardware stores, or five and dimes, where workers recognized the customers. During Christmas, downtown streets glowed with decorations and crowded sidewalks. You could spend half a day browsing without being in a hurry. Now, most of those places are gone because it's easier to tap a button and wait for a box to be delivered. Convenient, absolutely, but many downtown areas that once felt alive now feel strangely empty. Then came social media, where everybody suddenly started performing their lives instead of simply living them. Years ago, people compared themselves mostly to neighbors, relatives, or coworkers. Now they compare themselves to carefully staged selfies from thousands of strangers, perfect vacations, perfect kitchens, perfect marriages. Older generations often notice how exhausted younger people seem trying to keep up with lifestyles that may not even be real. Even simple communication changed. In early decades, if someone called and you weren't home, that was the end of it. They left a message or tried again tomorrow. Nobody expected instant access to you all the time. Today, if a text goes unanswered for too long, people start wondering what's wrong. Phones buzz during dinner, vacations, and family gatherings. Being constantly reachable was supposed to make life easier, but for many people, it just made life noisier. Food delivery pushed things even further indoors. Picking up takeout once meant getting in the car, seeing people, and maybe running into somebody you knew while waiting for your order. Today, DoorDash gets delivered without anybody leaving the couch. Of course it's convenient, but neighborhoods feel less alive because people no longer have as many reasons to leave the house. Photography changed in a surprisingly emotional way too. When pictures required film, every shot mattered. Families gathered carefully for vacations, birthdays, graduations, and holidays because there were only so many photos on a roll. Then you waited days to see how they turned out. Opening those envelopes after getting them developed felt exciting. Today people take thousands of photos that disappear into phones forever. Somehow, the easier pictures became to take, the less meaningful many of them started to feel. Even air conditioning quietly changed American life. Before central air became common, people spent evenings outside because the house was too hot. Front porches stayed full. Neighbors talked across driveways. Kids played tag while parents sat in lawn chairs, listening to baseball games on little radios. Once everybody sealed themselves inside cool houses, a lot of that neighborhood life faded away. Work changed too. There used to be a clear line between the job and home. Once Dad came home from work, that was usually it until the next morning. Weekends felt separate. Vacations actually felt like vacations. Today, work follows people everywhere through laptops, emails, and phones. A person can answer office messages from bed, from restaurants, or while sitting at a child's soccer game. Technology made work more convenient, but it also made it very difficult to ever fully stop working. The internet also managed to divide people while supposedly connecting them. Most Americans once watched the same nightly news broadcasts and read the same local newspapers. Back then, people still argued, but at least they started from a shared set of facts. Now, algorithms feed everybody completely different versions of reality based on what keeps them clicking. Two people living on the same street can feel like they live in entirely different worlds. Then we have the subscription problem. Older generations grew up owning things. You bought a record, a movie, or a tool, and it belonged to you. Today it feels like everything comes with another monthly payment attached to it. Music, television, software, apps, and even features inside cars now require subscriptions. The charges may seem small individually, but together they create the feeling that people are renting modern life instead of owning it. And maybe that leads to the biggest change of all. People no longer know how to wait. There was a time when anticipation was part of everyday life. Kids waited months for Christmas after circling toys in the Sears catalog. Mail orders took weeks. Favorite movies didn't instantly appear when you wanted them. But the waiting often made things feel more exciting once they finally arrived. Today, a delayed package or a slow-loading web page feels like a personal insult. Convenience managed to speed up nearly everything, but it also made patience feel obsolete. Recollection Road and LEGACYBOX both believe it's important to preserve the past. If you're like me, there's a box of your family's treasured home movies and photos tucked away somewhere, and LEGACYBOX can help you preserve them digitally. The process is a simple and safe solution for converting your home movies and photos to thumb drive or to the cloud. Just send in your LEGACYBOX filled with old VHS and camcorder tapes, film reels, and pictures, and get back digital copies that can be easily enjoyed, shared, and kept organized. It's that easy. LEGACYBOX is trusted by over 1 million people, and it's all done right here in the USA. Get started preserving your past today. Go to LEGACYBOX.com/recollection to get an incredible 55% off. Buy today to take advantage of this exclusive offer and send in your memories when you're ready. Go to LEGACYBOX.com/recollection to save 55% while supplies last. Let me know in the comments if I missed anything, and make sure to check the description of this video for links to pick up a t-shirt. Thank you to our loyal Patreon supporters listed here. Visit patreon.com/recollectionroad to join the club.